With that, I'd like to invite everybody to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. I will just take a few minutes to talk a little bit about who we are. Some new faces in the audience. We are the Scotch Plains Fanwood Tea Party, and we are a nonpartisan organization of private citizens who believe in fiscal responsibility, constitutional limits on government, and free markets and personal responsibility. We aim to educate fellow citizens on the proper role of government, how to help elect like-minded representatives, and how to ensure accountability from government officials. So, at the end of the day, candidates, we are a conservative group, and here is your chance to convince us or give us your story as to why we should vote for you in your position. In the vein of being a conservative group, our major issues on a federal level are deficit and deficit spending. We support a balanced budget amendment. We are for the repeal of Obamacare. On a state and local level, we support the Fair School Funding Plan, sponsored by State Senator Mike Doherty, which for both Fanwood and Scotch Plains councils, they have taken the action of passing resolutions supporting the concept of fair funding. And if you're not familiar with it, Scotch Plains Fanwood School District, the citizens send like $52 million to Trenton. We get back a little over $2 million. Under the Fair School Funding Plan, what would be and what funds this is the state income tax. Well, instead of just sending it to 32, the majority to 32 school districts, this would say you determine what the average income tax per student is, and then each school district would get that amount multiplied by the number of students. For the Fanwood Scotch Plains School District, that means $38 million additional we would get out of a budget of about $80 million. When I did the calculation, I could take my property tax and hit it by a factor of 0.63. Very significant, and we do thank both councils for stepping forward and supporting that. If you go to our website, and if you picked up one of the flyers coming in, our website is on the bottom, and if you just Google Scotch Plains Fanwood Tea Party, you will find us. We are a proud chapter of the Morristown Tea Party, which I call the mothership affectionately. We currently do not endorse candidates. By law, the organization cannot coordinate with any candidate or political campaign. What we do is we provide our members with knowledge of issues, candidate positions, nights like this where candidates come out and explain their positions, and by hopefully educating our members, those members will individually go out and become involved in the political process, which we do provide some guidance on how to do that also. As I mentioned, we're going to videotape, and how we're going to do this is each candidate will get 5 minutes to have an opening presentation of who they are, what they think are the important positions, whatever you wish to say. And then what we'll do is we'll open it up to questions and answers. And I think we can go back and forth between questions for Scotch Plains and a question for Fanwood. Now, we do have some common issues, such as shared services, which is a hot issue right now in both towns. And so there may be some back and forth that could take place. With that, I'm going to say, does Scotch Plains or Fanwood have any preferences who goes first, or I'll flip a coin?
Here.
Do I get it back?
Kevin Cole.
Heads.
Tails. Dan, you get to pick. Do you want to go first?
I'd say, in the spirit of this evening, let's defer to Scotch Plains.
All right, here we go.
Can we get the ball the second half then?
Yes. Yes, and since Kevin, I've given them all the candidates, they blind picked their order of speaking. And in Scotch Plains, we have candidates running for mayor, so they'll go first, and then we have candidates running for town council. They'll go second. And so